So I'll turn that off. And next we're looking for intersection, which is currently turned on, which is great. So the intersection snap is looking for the point of intersection of any object. So that could be a line, arc, circle, polyline. So any point of intersection. So again, we'll click on our line tool, and any point of intersection there will show up as an X. So where the line and the circle meet, it's an X. Where the two lines meet will be an X. Two circles meet is an X. So we can click where any of those X's appear. And that is our intersection. And enter to finish. And next is the extension. For this, we'll pan over to the right hand side. And in this scenario, we have one solid line and one broken line. What we want to do is extend this shorter line to meet the longer line. So we have extension turned on. What we'll do is we'll zoom in to make it clearer. We'll then select our line tool. And we're then going to click once at the end of the line and then move in the direction of the line. And you'll see that the line is extending and it's locked into the same angle as the starting line. And we can continue on till we meet the intersection. Once we meet the point of intersection of that line, we'll click, and that's our extension line drawn. We can also select the line and extend it out. So we'll click on the end of that grip, and we can do the same thing. We can drag that line in the same direction and pull it into the middle. Where we see the snap point, we can click. And we'll zoom out to the next. So this here we have a chair in block form. So we will be covering blocks later on in the course, but just for a demonstration of all of our snaps, we'll show you here. So this series of lines have basically been joined in what is called a block. So all of the lines are now joined together as one single object, which we can create a chair. And when we do that, we put it into a library. So if we open up a new file, a new project, and we want that chair from that library, we will insert it in. But instead of that chair just being placed into the drawing at a random point, we use what is called an insertion point, which is this blue grip here. We will come down now and turn on the insertion. And again, we'll use our line tool. When we hover over the insertion point, the symbol itself is two squares joined together at the bottom right hand corner and on the top left hand corner. Again, once that symbol appears, we will click, and there's our line. So that line is now attached to the insertion point of that chair. The insertion of this chair and everything will make more sense later on in the course. And we'll pan over to the next section. And here we have our perpendicular. So I'll turn off insertion, turn off extension. So we'll also turn off intersection and midpoint. The reason I'm doing that is so they don't interfere when I'm showing you the perpendicular snap. So we'll select our line tool, snap to the end of the line using the end point, which is the green square. Move the cursor down, and when we reach the lower line, we will get our perpendicular symbol, which is an L shape. So once we see the perpendicular snap, one click of the mouse, and we've drawn our line straight down. We've connected to the lower line, and we are certain that it is perpendicular.